I am just hit from the Grand Garden post on medium.com. Uh, Read this if you are not unemployed. If Read this if you are now unemployed. And Grant Cardone talk about if you unemployed, uh, he have he has any suggestion for you. As we wake up in this week, this new time, and this new world, I want to talk to you about unemployment. Gary said, I'm having to make really, really hard decisions right now with my company. And for those of you who may be employed, may have lost your job this week, or maybe you are worried about losing your job. I want to give you a message to you. I want to give a message to you. And I've talked, Grant said, I've talked to a lot of my friends and buddies that own companies, and they are telling me what they are doing right now, and it's hard for them to have to cut people. Last week we let go 42 people. We had to let 42 people go. We paid them through the end of the month, and there was not one person over three divisions that we wanted to let go. We wanted to keep them, or we also had contract labor and vendor that had that we had to let go. I didn't hire 160 per people because I wanted to get rid of them. We were hiring people as of 2 weeks ago. My payroll last year was over $12 million. I was happy to pay, but here is the deal. If you are an employee that has not been cut and you are sitting there worrying about being cut, I am going to tell you exactly what you should be doing right now. There is 155 million people that were working in this country last year, and as many as 40 million people could be unemployed here in the next 3 weeks. Listen to what I am telling you. We are all in this same boat together. Everybody is going to get spanked. Now, obviously, I am in the position different than a lot of people. I don't have to worry about my bills next month. And I know lots of you are worried about your bills. You are worried about your car payment. You are worried about your house payment. You worry about your rent. You need to become unbelievably valuable to the company that you are working for right now. If you haven't been let go, you need to do your job, but also start figuring out how you can drive revenue to your company and become more valuable than you've ever been. For those of you who have been laid off, it's happening all over the world. Goldman Sachs said unemployment could be go to 30%. I've never seen that in my lifetime. I don't think that that's ever happened in the United States. If you have lost your job now is to your job now is to get a job. Amazon is hiring. Okay, you have got to find people that are hiring. So if you lost your job, look for a 1099 position. There were some people that left us that said, hey, can I work from home as 1099? You don't pay me, sorry, you don't pay me healthcare, but you can produce revenue. I'm like, yeah, let's do that. Okay. There's 32 million companies in America. If half of them go out of business, 16 millions are still left. How you can help produce revenue for a company? For those of you out there that nobody feels sorry for, the employer, the bosses, you need to do what you need to do to fight another day. For all my friends out there that employ people that have taken risk for years, renting an office risk, paying employees for all that bosses out there that hire people and write checks. I understand what you are going through right now. Do not expect sympathy from the world and don't wait for the government to do their thing. Life live to fight another day. You have to maintain your vehicle and muscle and stay in business so that you can bring your people back. So if you lost your job this week, you are going to do what you are going to do. Your job is to get a job. This is probably going to be as we get over this blessing in this quest for a lot of people, and it never felt like that as it happens when you lost that boyfriend and the girlfriend, that relationship, that job, and you look back while you're going through this terrible thing 2 years later, you are like, oh wow, this is what rebuilt my life. You have to look at this opportunity to rebuild, reset, recalibration. Easy for me to say, easy for me to sit here and say that because I am not one being fired. Uh, but in many ways, I am being fired. Frankly, I don't know that my event business will make it. Every person on planet Earth will be unemploying. What do I mean by that? When you don't order something from your local store, you find them. When you don't buy that hat because you don't have the money, you find the person who made the hat. I mean, you are all going to be firing someone. You have to look at who you are going to fire right now. And so, for those of you who still are lucky enough to have a job and you are worried about maybe losing your job, and you should be, because that's the truth. You have to figure out how to get your job attached to revenue, and you have to become more valuable now than you ever have been without any guidance or management, because most people are having to do it from home, which is unbelievable. Not only are companies at risk, not only is your job at risk, but you don't even have the company to support you because you are got to work from home. As many as 30 million people, maybe 45 million people are going to be let go. Somebody has to make that decision. Why John rather than Jill? Why Jill rather is awful, and we had to do it last week. Boss is the only way you can make sure you can offer those people a job in the future if they want to come back, is to make sure you save the ship. So make the hard decision right now. Save your ship, uh, get it fluid, get it recalibrated, get it going in the right direction, get it solving new problems, and then go back and hire as many of those people back as you can. But I'm going to get through this. I know you are going to get beat this. The question is when this is all over, How would you get through it, and how do you look on the other side? For now, I am temporarily offering free access to Cardon University to help you during this contraction. This is from Grant Cardon talking about if you are unemployed right now and what should you do. Your duty for now is to get a job, to find a job, or to make the revenue for in case of if you still being a part of company and still have the employee, and you have to work more and give more value to your company to make more income, more make more revenue from yourself. And that's it for today. Thank you so much.